Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at Dogeverse. Is it legit or is it a scam? That's the question we're always trying to answer on the channel. But unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but this one is a scam, especially if you're buying in the pre-sale, right? So what do we mean by that? So this is a video you need to watch all the way to the end because it's going to be packed with tons of information. So I believe the people behind this scam are the same people who are behind the Dogecoin 20 scam, right? And they ran several other scams like Scotty the AI, Green Bitcoin, BTC20, Bitcoin ETF, and so on, right? So why do we say if you buy in the pre-sale, there's a chance of you being scammed? Well, the reason is these people who are running these pre-sales are breaking the rules of crypto, right? Because crypto, you're supposed to buy your token into the smart contract, right? When you purchase in the smart contract, you get your tokens. But here they're separating the contract for the actual coin Dogeverse, right? They are separating that contract, right, to the contract that you purchase the tokens. So there's a pre-sale contract where you purchase your tokens. It's like a huge bucket of money where they are getting all the money from all the investors. So when you buy here on the website, you connect your wallet and they are going to be logging all these wallet addresses behind and how much each wallet has purchased, right? So when it's time to claim your tokens, they can blacklist some wallets. I've seen this happening multiple projects. A lot of people are not able to claim their tokens in Dogecoin 20, right? A lot of people were not able to claim their tokens in BTC 20, right? This one was like 6 months ago, right? A lot of people were not able to claim their tokens in Bitcoin ETF until the price was 70 to 80% down from the value that they actually purchased, right? So if you purchase the $100, by the time that the token price has gone down 70 or 80%, that's when now you are able to claim. So you've lost 70-80% of your money because your wallet was blacklisted, right? So that's how the scam works. So if you buy in the pre-sale, right, chances are that you might be able to claim and even make a decent return, maybe a 2x or a 3x, but it will be at the expense of those who have been forced staked, right? Because a lot of people are actually being forced staked into these projects. You see, that's the thing. Because that's the reason why I say don't stake your tokens. Because if you see across all these scams, staking forms the pillar of the scam. Because guess what? When you buy in the pre-sale, you've given them your money. And then when you stake, they've got the tokens. So they've got everything. You've got nothing, right? That's the number one rule of investment. When you invest, you need to know, when am I going to get my money back, right? You need to answer that question before you invest. So staking is not advisable at all. And one of the things that I've seen is after launch, normally if you have staked, after 7 days, that's when you'll be able to unstake and claim your tokens and sell them. And during these 7 days, the price of the token will go like 2, 3, 4x. And they do this because they know exactly how many people are staked. And those people are not able to actually sell the token and actually benefit from the 2 or 3x. So they prop up the price using the money of the people who are staked, right? To even encourage more people to come and invest into the project. That's how they do it, right? So be wise and don't stake your tokens, your tokens, right? And if you've already bought in the pre-sale and you've already staked your tokens, right? Be wary of the other scam tactic rather that they pull, which is forced staking, right? So you've purchased your tokens, but you have not staked. But if you've purchased actually some of the highest amounts, right? This is something that I've seen, especially when you go to Dex tools and you just start to check at the transactions. This is something that we've been doing across all these scams that they've been running. Is the people who invest the largest amounts are normally the ones who are restricted from claiming, right? They might allow some, but majority of them will not be able to actually get their money out, right? So be extremely careful out there, guys. Be extremely careful because what they do is after launch, there are 7 days. right? After the 7 days, that's when you're able to claim and sell. If you still are not able to claim after the 7 days, that's when forced staking come into place. This is where they now try to trick you to say you might have staked for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. So this now you will now be facing your tokens being locked up to 3 months or 2 months or even 1 month, right? So that's why I say buying in the pre-sale is extremely dangerous, right? Even though majority of the people might be able to actually claim, because they mainly target, like if you go on Dex tools, they mainly target the dolphins and the whales, right? The shrimp are the people who invest below 1,000. The fish, they invest between 1,000 and 3,000. But the dolphins and the whales are the ones who invest between 3 and 10,000, and the whales above 10,000, right? So we saw recently with a project such as Scotty the AI, right? It also collected about 10 million in the pre-sale, but we hardly saw any transactions that were over and above 50,000, right? I do know for a fact that a lot of people invest well above 10,000, above 20. I once had a subscriber who invested 130,000 in one scam called Melanet, right? That case is actually with Interpol 2 years ago, right? So people invest large amounts. So the people who invest the largest amounts are mainly the ones who get their wallets blacklisted. Why? Because for these ones, when they sell the largest whales, the price will drop. So the scammers, they get their money from the largest whales and use some of that money to prop up the price so that other investors can even come and invest. And even people who even invest small amounts, some of the shrimp and the fish will also be restricted from claiming, because they are creating this confusion, right, in the community, that a lot of people are able to claim, but also a lot of people are not able to claim. And if you can't, they blame you. It's your fault. You don't understand crypto, right? You shouldn't be messing around with crypto. But that's not true, right? They are doing it intentionally, right? They know exactly what they are doing, because we've been looking at these scams for a very long time. Before, they used to have a honeypot scam, right? So what are some of the ways that you can protect yourself against this? One way that I encourage you to do is to head over to Amazon and grab yourself the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook. So this logbook allows you to become more like a detective. So let's say you're an investor, you want to invest into a crypto like Dogeverse, right? Before you even invest, you start logging everything you see happening. So this book is on Amazon. Affiliate link is in the description, and it allows you to track up to 70 pre-sales. And for each and every pre-sale, there are 2 pages that you jot down important information about that pre-sale. And at the end, you can decide, do you want to invest into it or don't you want to invest into it, right? So some of the information that you can actually record has to do with just the general information of the token. For example, the pre-sale start date, the end date, website, right? The X handle, supply, top 10 holders, right? And also, my favorite section is the scam or legit evaluation. So this is where you check, is there a doxed team? And if there is a doxed team, is the LinkedIn verified, right? Is the CEO, the token, does he have this project as part of his profile? How many years has he been doing? What other companies did he work for? And so on. And if there's no LinkedIn profile, you check, are there AMAs that the people behind the project are doing? And also value proposition, right? What is the main thing that they are offering, right, in the project? Adoption and trademark infringement and all that, right? Because there are some projects that are actually great, but they are infringing on trademark. And some companies later on come and they actually sue the project because they are using their name. And the token price just dumps because everybody is scared, they sell. So those are some of the things that you need to check. And also launch price tracking is also very important, right? Because that's where you actually check once it is actually launched. Like currently we see the current price point is 303, right? 303, that's the current price point. And when it is actually launched, you would need to know how the price movement is going. Like we've said, the first 7 days when majority of the people are logged into staking, normally this is where the scam lords, they pump up the price artificially, right? Hoping that more people will even come, FOMO in, and even put more liquidity into the project, right? So you need to track the price to see the price movement. And if you do decide to invest, right, you can jot down the amount, the price, the number of tokens, and your profit or loss when you do decide to sell, and also record your emotions at the time of buying and at the time of selling, right? And also some pertinent notes. So the second page allows you to just jot down ego notes, right? So these are things that are happening in the Telegram, what other YouTubers are saying, right? And also news articles. Which website are actually promoted this token, or sponsored articles did you see, right? And also adoption tracking is very important, right? Adoption tracking tracks how many people are following the project. For example, we can see here 7,000 people, right, on X, right? So there's 7,000 people on X. So that's an important metric. So you can put a date here and put 7,000 people on X. In Telegram, I think it's just over 4,000, 4,500. You put a date, and then it's important to track adoption, because this shows you whether this thing is going to become the next paper or not. Because if it's going to be the next paper, then you're going to be seeing a huge adoption. The numbers, the figures are going to be increasing, right? As well as on CoinMarketCap, you can also check the ranking of the token once it has been listed on CoinMarketCap as well, right? So these are some of the information that I wanted to just share with you. So after the pre-sale, if you do decide to buy Dogeverse, right, your tokens are yours, right, and you're not going to run into any of these issues of maybe your wallet is going to get blacklisted, you're not able to claim, and all sorts of nightmare situations that you can run into, right? So the best thing to avoid all of that is just to buy after the pre-sale. And the scammers will say, buy after the pre-sale when it's 20 times more expensive and so on. Guess what? If you had bought Pepe after the pre-sale, you are still going to become a millionaire, right? And for me, I conservatively tell people that when you invest into these things, I know a lot of people say this is the next 100x or 50x, right? But when I invest into crypto, I'm hoping for at least a 2x or 3x maybe max, right? I'm not hoping for like a 10x, or because it becomes unrealistic to expect that each and every token you invest into is going to become the next 100x. It is possible, but realistically speaking, at least hope for a 2x. That's how I do my evaluation. I check, does this token have the ability for a 2x, right? That's how I do my evaluation, right? So let me know, what do you think? This is just my opinion, not financial advice, right? So let me know down there in the comment section, what's your experience? If you're watching this video after the claim, the launch date, and are you able to claim your tokens, right? You've done everything you need to do, clear your cookies, disconnect your wallet, clear your cookies. You've tried the browser, right? The wallet, your wallet, you've tried the browser wallet, right? And you're still not able to claim. Don't give up. By the way, that's another thing. Don't give up. Always try to claim your tokens, right? Even if the price goes down, just keep trying. Eventually, they will release all those, they will whitelist all the wallets when they've already moved on to another scam, right? So this is my review for this one. Let me know what you think. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.